see, from the angle of the industry, I will give my viewpoint. But you have a dual role, that you are the managers as well as the teachers. As managers, you are managing your resources, and as teachers, you are giving something to the industry, which is a very, very important resource which we call today, that is the human resource. And in that, you will be finding out that the type of material which we give or what is expected by the industry, are we able to provide, or are we able to satisfy the need of the industry? You have to see it from this dual angle. It will be quite difficult for me to totally separate the social and business skills required. Generally, I will go over few slides. I have kept two separate authors and a separate third one book, which talks about, just a gist out of that what are the important competencies or qualities required for a successful person in industry, a manager. Obviously, that will bring out that how much role we are imparting or we are doing and how much is the gap. We'll try to see that. Now, you would have heard the name of C.K. Prahalad. Now, he is the first man, rather in 90s, Gary and C.K. Prahalad had started the concept or gave the concept of competencies, core competencies. Now, we have generalized it from that aspect, that what are the core competencies required from people at the various level. I think you will be most interested in level 1. I think most of you are from engineering colleges, some management colleges, or from diploma. That what is the competency requirement by industry at the level 1, that the graduate, trainee, fresher, or a new entrant. Please focus on one thing and try to introspect. We need lot of things in life, but what we are doing actually focusing in the training institutes, at homes, everywhere of recently is only one of them, which you will be able to spot. And if you give the weightage, you have to see, unless I would say that we say, okay, others are not important, it won't be possible to say so, even if we say that may not be right. Now, this is what we expect, or the competencies expected generally from a new entrant. Functional knowledge, statistical mindset, self-motivated, optimism, interpersonal skills, adaptability, Kaizen. Now, Kaizen, you can say it's a continuous improvement or something like that. The word is used just from a magazine, picked it up straight. Now, tell me, what do we teach out of it? When a person comes to us, he comes in an organized way. What do we teach in institutions? As I said, one quality. That is, if I say so, the first one. Functional knowledge. What about the others?
No, we teach statistics.
To some extent, statistical mindset.
No, it is not statistics. The statistics is functional knowledge.
Yes.
The word written here is statistical mindset.
Yeah.
This is different from statistics.
I believe the person should be able to situations and then try to...
It is a belief pattern that the person has to believe in factual data, something told, or empirically he has to see for himself rather than just believing. I come to an organization, somebody tells me this is like this is like this, you believe it. Now a mindset which is statistical will ask for something more. I'm giving a very simple example, that you have to seek that information before coming to a conclusion. It does not mean that you show how good you are in statistics. By and large, would you agree with me that our focus is always on the first part?
Yeah.
Now, I agree, you would see, I am not saying that it's a blame game. We have a problem with our education system. Some of these things should have come from the school education. And if that doesn't deliver, I think responsibility in the colleges or the professional institution becomes still higher, that now you got to bridge the gap. And if that gap is not bridged, rather you create more gap, then the problem becomes acute. I am talking the requirement of industry. I am not at all talking for a research person who is so embroiled with his own pursuit in a particular field. For him, the requirements may be different. You come to level 2. Now this is, I will just take you that where do you go, so that when the people progress, we have to look at it. What is the need further? Managing self becomes important. Systematic problem solving skills. It has got something to do with that statistical mindset. Again, some interface will take place. Teammate, action orientated flexibility. Middle and senior management as we progress. Networking and concluding. Personal touch, development of subordinates, improvement orientation, integrity, specialized competence, influencing and persuading. Here again comes this one, specialized competence, which people do pay a lot of attention. When we go to the top, what do we look for? Business vision, that is understanding the totality. Work process orientation, influencing, people management, leadership by example, organizational development orientation, reliability. Now these are the, simply put. Now just go further. You generalize the whole thing. Generic competencies applicable at all levels. Out of whatever we seen at 4 different levels, what we are looking at is common. Adaptability, communication, customer service orientation, functional knowledge, planning and execution, improvement orientation, positive attitude. Again, if we look at it, what do we train people in out of these? Functional knowledge, part of it planning, execution. Others are left to be fended by themselves. Okay, so far, you want any explanations? If there is a counter viewpoint, please tell. I would love to have it and we'd like to debate. Because
no, I do agree all these things will be there, but suppose it is not there, then what is that?
First, if we know, either say half the progress comes once we know what is not there. Once we accept that this is not there, I certainly feel some solution can be found. And solution is also not far.
Then the question is how to know that it is not there? How to assess that assessment?
I will just refer to a report which Andhra Pradesh, you see, was one of the first, even now a lot of technical education institutes are there. And they compiled a report with the help of the top companies working there. The state is more or less true most of the places. They found 90% of the engineers trained in the state are unemployable. We have a similar problem even if we look up our state.
But sir, they are giving only one region.
Things like integrity, things like when we say orientation, when we say different orientation, improvement orientation, statistical mindset. I'll give you an example I was just putting in the morning. That you ask anybody anything, the quick response is a mindset which exists, not which is validated. We react, and all our life we keep reacting like that, devoid of the facts of the actual situation. So the problem I will not discuss why and how. I will give few, certainly towards the end I will say why and how are within. We can if we want. Otherwise we can find, rather most of the time we spend rationalizing. We standing here in an educational institution, we can blame bureaucracy, we can blame industry, we can blame anybody for the ills, and we will be very happy that we gave very, very good sound reasoning for the weakness or the problem which exists. I say, does that sound reasoning solve the problem?
Sir, do you think that all these quality should be given at the college level?
I don't know. I already said that. Some should be with the...
Because we can give to some extent that in whatever way, but lot of things which when a person is going to the industry, he will able to know all these particular things and have to adapt the things accordingly. Knowledge we can give, of course, this is one foremost thing which we have to give. But as far as the other things are concerned, to some way the industry should also have some way by which these kinds of skills can be given to the fresh.
I'll come back there. We will not go to the other party. Industry will do what it is required to do.
Yeah.
They will not get back. It is still doing. It will do if it needs. It is like the thirsty crow. If they have to drink water, they will find out. But let us talk only that part. My question will be, I would succeed if we can look inwards. What can we do? What can others do? As I said, you are getting a deficiency which has come from the schooling. I don't want to go further to our society. Some of them from the parents.
Yeah.
Well, that is the fate accomplished. Today I am addressing you. What is the thing if I keep addressing the problem what parents should do? I will be talking to, when I talk to the parents, if I get an opportunity, I'll tell them what they should do.
But basically I feel these industry institute interactions, this responsibility has to be shared. And nowadays institute only, as we say, they do not have that orientation towards.
We don't have the orientation toward that. Rest everything we have.
Orientation is lacking.
Because if we think that all this is needed, it is possible to do. Do you think we have lesser resources today than what our institutions had 25 years ago? I don't think so. The mindset have changed. Nothing else. Okay. Now this is from one. as I said, C.K. Prahlad. Now let's look at another one. Now these are 6 competencies again from a book of talented people. Again look at it. Personal credibility, business acumen, influencing skills, innovation, team play, execution. Now I have just put something. We are talking, the subject is social and business skills, I'll come, but it needs some background. As I said, out of that you have to take out that what does the business skills mean and what does the social skill means. Now if you look at it, business talented individual, what he should have: knows the business, the product, the market, the relevant technology. This one factor, good communicator, and I am happy to have some experts, they say we teach only the communication. So orientation is there. How much we have to travel on this road, we have to guess. Winner mentality. Now as he said, we can't do all that. Gentlemen, there cannot be courses for this. Without looking critical, most of the time, if I tell somebody, I have quoted here also once in TTTI, that if you say there should be games, sports, they will inculcate some qualities, team gets this thing. What is the instant reaction of a teacher? If I say, if we ask, the management asks that we should have some sports in the field, how will you organize? General reaction will be, please appoint a sports teacher. Am I right? You can't get it this from the sports teacher. Sports teacher is required. If somebody is training sports person who are going to compete in the field of sport, please see it, that is his functional knowledge. The sports which we are talking, the team spirit, each and every teacher is capable of doing that. Then we'll have a department after the teacher. Then what goes, I don't know. But all this has to be part and parcel of the curriculum. If you look at it, how do we differentiate schools? I do take with very minor things, it's again a question of mindset. We all, the students today are running after IITs, they have a name. What's so different in IITs or IIMs? By and large, syllabus is the same or too much difference? Little bit difference. It can't be too much different. After all, we are running, if MBA do from anywhere, these the same books everyone is reading. Then where is the difference? Then when the difference lies, their effort is on this whole which is on the slides, not on one part itself. That other part is individual, social or business skills. As it will come out slowly, you will see. So how do we concentrate on that? I happen to be, once I saw in Accelerate, I quoted before, Jamshedpur, from same very students which had gone from Chandigarh were not using motorcycles. They were seen more in the library than in the Ragedi route. They were attending classes at night. If they say there is no motor vehicle in the campus in IITs, it is not there. It's not in Accelerate. Nobody will drive. Nobody will drive, that's all. Now this is orientation. You say, how does it matter? To me, this This is the only difference. So have a winner mentality, I said, has drive, able to operate an ambiguous environment. All of us want clear-cut orders, clear-cut instructions. Is it possible in the business scenario? So somebody has to develop a mind, not coming back all the time, sir, I don't have instructions for it. Able to operate in an ambiguous environment, has social intelligence. A big thing to discuss. What is social intelligence? What is the right thing to do at the right occasion? Some people have it, some people have less. I never say don't have it. They can be trained. Everything which is here is trainable. Can take initiative and sensible risks. Industry needs it. From where it will come? It will come from the institutes, nowhere else. Industry will do it. We are not talking that when we want somebody to come, let us say a first entry level, when you say the industry will do, industry will train him all his life. There are training programs right from the beginning. Rather, the first year is only a training induction program, and this industry does their bit to get them to a common grid. But you can take off that only with the base. If that base is lacking, then the problem starts. The question is not that then they will look for somewhere else. Now, let's go through again, see what are the characteristics of a good performer or a high profile person in industry, or I would say anywhere, even in ordinary life. Determination, learning from adversity. A lot of people give up, something goes wrong. I said the biggest teacher is that if there is a failure, you have a great opportunity to learn. And people don't learn anything generally, they give up. Oh, I failed. Seizing opportunities when presented, achievement orientation, well integrated value system, integrity, independence. Now this is very important. There cannot be a syllabus for it. Starts from the family, schooling, colleges. You see, we have many courses. Then he does not read it through the heart.
So we are trying.
Anything you will put it in the curriculum like that he has to pass, get 30 marks or 40 marks. Part of the objective will be eroded. Effective management of risk. We all take risk. Starts from a very small thing. It's so easy. We know Chandigarh, everyone says we must wear helmets. We start with the personal risk. You tell me, how many MBAs will put on a helmet? If they are not putting, why they are not putting on? Why they are not putting on? I have my German colleagues, so he was very upset seeing we had some accidents, people got hurt. He said, we'll put, if nothing else, he says, something you are not doing, it will work. I said, see. He says, today I am going to put a board, this inside of my out gate. Your family loves you, please wear helmet. Does it work? Looks very fine. To a person who has something, the seed inside, it will work. If you have love inside, it will work. Because then only you can understand the love of the family. Otherwise it will be meaningless. How much it works, I have not done any study. But the aspect is that all these things are important. Clear objectives, personal and organizational. It's very clear. A man, they say, well, it will come somewhere, or they say, a well organized life. I think one of the previous slide, personal life, is the indicator of a person who is likely to perform well. High dedication to job.
What is seizing opportunities when presented?
Now, wherever you are having an opportunity to do something, we forego, this is not my job. Let's say some activities taking place in the organization. You are short of a person. You want somebody to do it. It's so easy. I call somebody, can you do it? He says, no sir, actually I am not trained in it, or I have not studied it in college. I'll give you two examples.
Grab the opportunity.
I'll give you two simple. I don't want to give it a very hi-fi answer. I will give a small one. That you say you cannot do it. You ask three people. One fellow says, I do it. Yes sir, I will do it. It is still seizing on asking. But there will be someone who will walk up to you, who sees something. Sir, this is something wrong with this. If nobody is doing, can I do something about it? Or you do see something is happening, somebody walks up. Sir, this is happening, I also like it, I want to be part of it. So this has to come, this is seizing. You don't have to be, I am not talking, there are a lot of people who are there, they are very aggressive, they come and ask, why I am not part of it, sir? Go one step ahead, they will question you, they say, why I am not part of it? I want to be here. I think you have omitted. But unfortunately, we are very aggressive when we have something to take. We are not aggressive when we have something to give. बहुत बड़ी line बन जाती है immediately if something is to give. Everyone will say, why I have not got an increment? Why I have not got a raise? Why I have not got a promotion? You will have any number of people coming to you voluntarily. Intrinsic motivation, well organized personal life, pragmatic approach. You got to be practical in business. It does not mean that you have to be immoral or something. There are certain things which exist only in the books of academics, and they are required. I am not saying it is not required. They are required in theory because they will be needed for something which will bring out something much better. Problem solving skills, high motivation skills, type A personality. Generally they say, a lot of psychologists will say type A personality is bad. Sometime they do say, not necessary. So generally a type A personality, A and B, this is I think most of you would have read it. What is a type A personality? And B, aggressive, competitive, high achieving, hasty, impatient, restless. You got to have somebody, but then they say, somebody will say, sir, problem ho jayegi. We'll monitor over it. Okay. Now this I have come to again. What we need, this is something from, you would have read this 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If some of you have read it, can anybody tell me, there are two things, one is personality ethic, other is character ethic. He says, rather he is divided, he has put some 7 habits there, I am not trying to flash those, of the highly successful people. if I may ask, how many students would have read this book in your college? We have some crowd. Fatehgarh Sahab, somebody here. Yeah. Just a guess. How many would have read this book?
Sir, actually we have a course in which they have to make book reviews. So I personally suggest them to read this book. And almost like if it's a class of 16, so out of it 10 or 20 definitely read it and make a book review
On this book?
on this book.
Okay. No, I am not in any way popularizing this book
but
or this thing, speaking for
actually-
everything that's good or bad. It could be any book. I would say very recently there was a small book of this monk who sold his Ferrari. And there are any number. I say read any book. Ultimately all of them are showing you the same way. And the easiest, I don't want to say, that today the advantage is most of our excuses which we give it to ourselves. I start with myself. It used to be so easy earlier, whether at home or at workplace, saying I don't know or I don't have access. Today the internet has given us such an access. If somebody says I want to do it and I somehow do not have the access to it, it is incorrect. Things are so easily available in the internet. It is something like in a lighter vein, the earlier days we used to be told, let's say if I write a, they used to say what's the research and what is copying. They say if you copy from one book it is copying, and if you copy from 10 books it becomes a research work. So same thing. We have a wealth of knowledge available which our predecessors have created. What is the harm in referring to it? So we can do all that. Now there is something, he talks about two things. One is personality ethic, one is character ethic. Each one of us lays lot of stress on this. Power strategies, communication skills, positive attitude, image, behavior, techniques, skills. A CA has skills, he has techniques, an engineer has, a teacher has. So there are something. Communication skills very important. Public image, personality. All the colleges today teaching, whether it is for air hostesses or for any other service sector. So there is lot of emphasis on skill building. But what about this? Now these are important things. How do you build them? Integrity, humility, fidelity, temperance, courage, justice, patience, industry, simplicity, modesty. I'll just explain a bit on this character ethic and the personality ethic. How do we train people? Communication skills you can teach. Presentation skills you can teach. Etiquettes you can teach. These are all social requirements. But how do you build the character? Which is so important, because without that you will not succeed in even in nowhere rather industry. Stephen R. Covey basically has laced, I would say, given total emphasis on character ethic. we are not saying that this is not important. Personality ethic is important. But there is a very, very more important or necessary condition before that, is that one must have a fundamental character ethics. If that is not there, you cannot build a palace over it. And a teacher's role in building these things, because that is the age, impressionable age, where a man can be groomed, a student can be groomed. Teaching communication skills alone will not help. They say, what is the these days, you see, we are talking, we produce good managers, successful managers. Is that right? Now industry today say, no, we don't need managers, we need leaders. What is the difference between a manager and a leader?
Leader can lead a group of people and manager manages the resources available.
Manager is like a thermometer and leader is like a thermostat.
Good. What else? Still simpler. This is a little scientific to me. You see, you all are educated people. I'm not. You see, very simply, the managers do things right and the leaders do the right things. Now there is a difference. It is not the leader does not know, it is getting yourself one stage up. That I will not only do the things in the right way, the right process, or as they should be done, but I will do the things which are right. If you talk of efficiency, just think of a efficiency of terrorist organization or smugglers. Will you call it? They work with a lot of efficiency.
Fantastic.
There are so many other misguided brains in this world. So unless you have the right things to be a leader, we are not going to call Osama bin Laden a leader. Do we call him? But what's wrong?
He is a leader.
Isn't he a leader? In true sense, he is not. In theoretically, we may say he is a leader. They say one is the letter, the other is spirit. The letter may say he is a leader, but the spirit will say, no, he is not. I will give the examples like right here. I know this question comes many times, rather that question already raised. Sir, what can we do? How can we do this? I will give two examples. Last time also I think I said, I myself, after being was trained in National Defence Academy Khargavasla, since my background is the army. I talk what is a teacher. You remember a teacher always all your life who teaches you beyond the teaching, beyond the functional knowledge. I had two teachers. One was Professor Kuldeep Singh. He was our mathematics teacher. Studied in Cambridge. He was a swimming blue, excellent swimmer. So a huge event of swimming will be conducted not by the sports department as usually this thing, but by Dr. Kuldeep Singh. Though it was not his duty in the evening to come on the swimming pool and teach people diving or swimming, there are some other people paid for this job, but he will be there. I remember there was Mr. Dhotiwala, who was a very good physics professor, but will teach tennis. Anybody else can be late in the tennis ground, but he'll be on time. You remember them. And whatever you are saying, that who teaches them all this, these are the people. They teach you the right things. I think they will cover most of the qualities which they cover. It is their dedication. When you see that he is doing a dedicated work, he is creating resources, he is not standing to systems, he can do a selfless work. So you get an example and you remember them. Surely those people who have studied under these gentlemen, there are many of them, they can forget anything in life, but they can't forget these few personalities. And it is true for each one of us. The right type of teacher who went a step ahead of his duties will always be remembered by the pupil. Now, just a bit on the social side. In social, which I said, some of the things in the business and social are overlapping. I would say a good communication is a social aspect too. Now, to go little systematic, I just thought I can give few things offhand. To a young entrant, please ensure he must, if you want to succeed, first thing you must tell him, what is most important for a man to succeed? If you have to advise somebody.
Attitude is one thing.
Good. I say, must have a good health first. We presuppose it. People do not know what to eat, what not to eat. I can tell you, it will jeopardize your career in a minute. And it does to many people. Somebody goes to Bombay, says, sir, food doesn't suit me. Somebody says, water doesn't suit me. How will you become an international manager then? Why doesn't it suit? There is some deficiency. Otherwise, people are living in Bombay. What is the problem? Somebody goes to Chennai, sir, that food I cannot eat.
Flexibility is not there, adaptability is not there.
No,
So,
health-wise.
whichever way, you can, as I said, there are few things, all those things which I intentionally did not explain will be answered. So that is so important. And who can tell the students that health is important better than the teachers? We don't have to have a curriculum for it. Importance of exercise, importance of food habits. That's one part. They say then how to dress up for a particular occasion. Simple, don't have to go in details. For details I have got this and you can go to the net and take it, it's not mine. I will just flash it, it's available. But somebody has to find, some student, some professor, okay gentlemen, today we will talk about business etiquettes. It will take you 5 minutes to go to net, download a presentation, give it to them. I think very few people would have done it in their schools and colleges. It will matter a lot. There's some, as I said, first I will give the very, I would say, unstructured ones, just give out. Be aware of needs of others, moods, people, how to handle that is your, basically, as they service with smile. Never say curt yes or no, even if unhappy about performing a certain task. Never tick an executive staff in front of others, particularly clients or somebody that's within the part of the business etiquettes. Take up genuine grievances to the superiors of your subordinates. Always correctly address your superiors, juniors, everybody. Socializing, dressing, behaving with the female colleagues, there is a set norm which we must follow, and it's available. The books, simple etiquette books or social etiquette books. Please, it will be good if even I would say such a session will be taken as a more of a leisure by the students than the little stress which they have in a class. Punctuality. This has to become a matter of habit. We are known, you see, sometimes then we always say so and so, the Indians are always late. So somehow we have created that impression. We have created good impression also. Indians are good in IT. Any Indian today visit USA, even if he is nowhere gone near the computer also, they think he is a computer wizard. So that is we have to take care of the things. Now this is not a presentation I had downloaded from the net. I don't claim any ownership for it. Anybody can download and see. Just few things I will highlight. Everything is not applicable at the level, but what is more applicable, some of those things which we are listed, you would have seen. You say what is so important, cocktail parties, gossip, all that. It only says skip these tips. Their tips is given, then what happens? And you are certain to perform the ultimate. What is it?
Failure.
CLM. Carrier, limiting, move. So you are doing at your own risk. Put it simple words, failure. I won't say failure. This may come in the way of your progress.
If you are not following dining etiquettes, if you are not following these kind of etiquettes, this is what you are saying.
I don't say anything. There are a lot of, because then moment I get into this discussion with you, there is no end. That's why he also put it very nicely. He says these are the tips. You want to ignore them, ignore it. But I say many things I put it like this. If I have good dining etiquettes, does it do any harm to me? Then why not have it? Then what is the resistance to have it? If it is doing some harm, please do tell, okay, we won't have. We are not, it's a very open question, as I said. It may do, it is not. We are talking from industry. If somebody wants to rise, somebody wants to be international business. Now there is a slide here, how to tip a waiter. You will say, funny. But if you have a good, even from these schools people are going, and I can see today many people have gone to states, students from even ordinary colleges, and if they are armed with these things, they are facing such situations, they are likely to do better if they are aware of these things. Otherwise, they may still do better, I am not saying. But when he will miss against somebody who has a better dining manners, हाउ सैड विल ही फील यार, किस चीज पे मारे गए इतनी छोटी सी बात पे। इतनी बड़ी बड़ी किताबें पढ़ ली, पीएचडी कर ली, ये कर लिया, वी डन एवरीथिंग, रेस कहां हार गए। सो इट इज, आई विल नॉट कमेंट फर्दर। First impression is the last impression, right? No disputes over it. We can change it also. There is a counter view these days. Every day people talk about, do you know, you would have seen that we very fondly gave that example of a rabbit and a tortoise, that race. People say it's no more relevant. They say tortoise wins no more because rabbits have stopped sleeping. And this story goes on. I can get you 10. Every next time there is a new race, then again you find in a professional magazine, look, the rabbit has challenged the tortoise again, and there is a race in a different setting. Gives a different lesson. And the other days the tortoise says, there is a challenge for rabbit again. You go. Very nice. People have a counter viewpoint for everything, and that has to be respected. So you have an impression. It's something like that. That I have something. I want to keep it clean. I must keep it clean. Says नहीं कभी dirty हो जाएगा फिर साफ कर लेंगे. ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. You're wasting some time in cleaning it. Now I will just go through this slide. Rest I'll just flash. Within 30 seconds people judge it is somebody's statement, partly true, fully true, I do not know how much, but by and large it will be true. Economic level, education level, social position, level of sophistication, level of success. Within 4 minutes people decide your trustworthiness, compassion, reliability, intelligence, capability, humility, friendliness, confidence. I just give you an example. In the morning I made a call in the office, only was asking from a person on the shop floor. He gave me a reply. Obviously I was not happy with the reply, and he understood. He said, sir, you have misunderstood. So I said, no, there is nothing. He says, no, so you are terribly misunderstood the whole thing. I will come and explain to you. So I said, please come. So he came and he explained. He was absolutely right. But I told him one thing. I said, Mr. So and so, people do not have time to seek explanations. I had time, you came and asked. किसी के पास टाइम नहीं है किसी की explanation in industry. It's a cutthroat world. It's a race. Explanation देने की जरूरत क्यों पड़े? Why come to that stage? Then he says, sir, there is a misunderstanding. I said, on whose part? Obviously he did not say on your part. I said, even if it is a misunderstanding, I hope so and so you will agree 50% responsibility lies with you, other 50% with me. He said reluctantly, yes sir. I said, don't worry about my 50%, I will take care. You take care of your 50%. So this, we have to understand that when we are meeting people, the social part, every day what we do is important. These are just, you can take it, I think, visit a site which you will have to lot of people do not know how to shake hands. Now these are few of them very important. When you see, we are little more sarcastic also when we take a class when they come to industry. When you are introducing something, lot of people introduce in a very wrong way, and to get the home at home very nicely, then while doing something or saying something, we always say the donkey always puts himself first. So it's a system. Now with this, we are only putting across to those guys when somebody talks that the importance, that it hits you. Now please, this worker is a very common knowledge. Everyone is a worker. It doesn't mean blue collar worker only. Outsider, client, customer is important. Youngsters, slang is good, but without it in profession you can still do very well. Just simple, how to take names. A lot of people make a very serious blunder on this. Now, again, these days there are so many hotel management institutes around like that. है हमारे मेरे ख्याल पंजाब में भी हैं एक दो. Interact with them. Call one of their teachers one day to take. I certainly know it can be organized. You don't have to go through the vice chancellor everything. There are certain etiquettes on normal correspondence. Spell check, email, the language used. Now the students, when they are used to sending the emails to them, they come and use the same in the, it's obviously habit, this thing. In a business email, they get into trouble. We always fight on telephone. Simple, it's very important. Lot of people get angry on phone. Never get angry with anybody on phone, because he is at the liberty to shut it off. You can't do anything. You can't keep ordering and keep it. Don't put it down. And particularly, we always pick up the phone and say hello. Please replace it by your name. Because never insist that first आप बताओ, कई बार हो जाता है तुम कौन, you keep asking, नहीं आप बताओ पहले कौन है ना. Just pick up the phone, say Amrinder speaking, Thaliwal speaking. Because that is important. It saves time if you see that the other fellow will immediately. This is the within the office. Lot of people come to meetings without a notebook and pen, and they stop asking कि जी पेन है, आपसे पूछ लेंगे आपकी मीटिंग. And let me tell you, when the new entrant come, who's good or who's bad will be decided on this, not by the CGPA or the percentage of marks they have got. I will tell here again, I ask a lot of my engineers. You see, we teach our engineers so much, or each one of us. Do we really need that? We don't apply. I am not suggesting any change in syllabus or anything. But aap mujhe bataiye, to be successful, do you need all that? Sometimes they say in my company, to be successful, out of one subject, one chapter, they use 90% of the time. You have to wait and see then what is important. And it is true in most places.
So what is word you talk?
And
What is this you talk?
you word using you or using I.
Me.
Always talk impersonal. You, when you tell somebody you are doing, it is accusing.
Passive voice.
It's the word. When you are, as they say, your talk should be neutral. The language when you are writing Cosmos should be neutral. People get sensitive sometimes. This is again for the schools. These romance, etc., and this whatever these call centers and all these are going. You have to have a system. That's all.